Hello everyone, I am Mendeleev. In my previous video, I will discussed about electronic configuration of elements. Now, today in this video, we discuss about periodic table or simply classification of elements. Our new topic is here given. Classification of element. In this chapter, we mainly discuss about periodic table, Mendeleev periodic table, modern periodic table, and arrangement of elements in modern periodic table. Periodicity. At first, we should know about what is classification. The grouping of elements in a group and period on the basis of similarities and difference is called classification. In the beginning, only few elements were known, and therefore it was easy to study about the elements individually. Later, with time, day by day, large number of new elements were invented. And when a number of elements becomes more, on that condition, it becomes difficult to study about the different elements individually. Due to that reason, various chemists, scientists, classify these elements on the basis of various properties. At first, these elements were classified on the basis of physical state, solid, liquid and gas. And then, according to metallic properties, these are classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. After that, when a large number of elements were discovered, and then it becomes difficult, and several chemists classify these elements in periodic table. Like several periodic tables are available, and here only two are most popular. In that we discuss mainly, therefore we discuss mainly about the Mendeleev periodic table and modern periodic table. At first, we should know about what is classification of elements. Grouping or arrangement of elements on the basis of similarities and differences is called classification. Elements. And why classification is most essential? Needs of classification. Or that classification makes our study easier. It helps to study every element easily in less time. That is, it makes our study easier and fast. Other advantage we can write by studying single representative elements from each group. from groups we get detailed information about the other we can write. It becomes easy to compare properties and nature of elements. And what do we know that as like a classification being convenience to study about the, and due to that reason it becomes necessary to classify elements. And after that elements are arranged in tabular form, and that table having group and period, and in that table the motion of elements are periodic or repeated according to certain properties, and therefore that table were known as or is known as periodic table. And then we define about periodic table. And how we define periodic table? Tabular arrangement of elements in group and period is called periodic table. In every periodic table, two terms are found, group and period. An arrangement of elements in group and period is known as what? That is called classification in modern concept, or that is, it is the main base of a periodic table. In that table, when elements are arranged in group and period, the motion of elements are repeated. Due to that reason, this table is known as what? Periodic table. Yeah. In periodic table, elements having similar properties repeated in same, and here group and period, two terms get developed. How we define that group? In periodic table or in any table, what we found that here mainly two type of here given that here. In table that is called vertical line, and here it is called horizontal line. Or vertical column and horizontal row also. And every here vertical line of element, vertical column of elements are called group. And here vertical column of elements in periodic table are called groups. And in every groups, properties remains the same. And here we write in our group properties of elements and valency remains constant, and about 18 groups are found in modern period. And next term related to periodic table is horizontal row of elements are called horizontal row R1, R2, R3. These are called periods. First period, second period, third period. And your vertical column of elements are C1, C2, C3, C4. These are also, and in our period valency and properties of elements are different. Even in same period, properties and valency of elements are different, but in same group, properties and valency are identical. And in this way, we can distinguish between group and period. After that, we discuss about periodic table. In that, first we discuss about Mendeleev period. Mendeleev's period. Mendeleev studied properties of elements, and he found that atomic weight of elements are periodic function and arrange elements in periodic table according to atomic weight, and we define it like Mendeleev arrange elements on the basis of increasing order of atomic weight. Also we can write mass, atomic mass. Mendeleev arranged elements on the basis of increasing order of atomic weight. The periodic table obtained on the basis of atomic mass is called Mendeleev's periodic table. He studied that properties of elements or atomic weight and properties of elements. He found that there is relationship between atomic weight and properties of elements, and he gave the law which is known as Mendeleev periodic law. Mendeleev periodic law states that physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function to their atomic mass, and due to that result, when elements are arranged on the basis of increasing atomic mass, then the element having similar property fall in shape, which is known as what? Mendeleev periodic law. And according to Mendeleev, that Mendeleev periodic law having different advantage and disadvantage. At first we discussed about advantage or merits of Mendeleev period. Before Mendeleev, the different classifications were made. These all were unscientific, not based on a proper. And that periodic table is first periodic table, which is based on particular rule. And here we write it is first scientific periodic table based on other elements are arranged on certain rule, that is increasing order of atomic mass. Elements are arranged on increasing order of atomic mass. Other we can write in Mendeleev periodic table, only few during that time only few elements were known, about around 60 elements were known, and due to that reason several elements were undiscovered, and proper gaps given in that periodic table for elements that will be discovered in near future. And we write here gaps are left for undiscovered elements. After that, in Mendeleev periodic table, metals and non-metals are kept at different places. And here we write metals and non-metals are separated or kept on different places. Other we can write here, it has to find atomic weight of elements, and due to several undiscovered elements, it encourages to discover new elements. These are common advantage of Mendeleev periodic table, and some disadvantages, demerits also found in Mendeleev periodic table that were corrected by Henry Moseley in modern periodic table, and here we write disadvantage of that periodic table or demerits. Here in Mendeleev periodic table, elements are arranged on increasing order of atomic mass, and here we write there is no proper place for isotopes. Isotopes means what we know, that elements having same atomic number but different atomic mass. When elements are arranged on increasing order of atomic mass, then every isotopes needs different position. And due to they are given existence of isotopes for every elements, that were not discussed, or proper place for isotopes are not given. As for example, 1H1, 1H2 and 1H3. Here hydrogen having same atomic number but a different atomic mass, and according to that mass these are called protium, deuterium, tritium. And according to Mendeleev periodic law, these all isotopes must have different position in periodic table, but that will position of isotopes not given in Mendeleev periodic table. Other area, hydrogen is kept along with metal and non-metal. Hydrogen is kept with metal and non-metal both, and single elements kept in two positions, and therefore another disadvantage, contradiction of Mendeleev periodic table is position of hydrogen. Exact in which position hydrogen can be kept, not explained in that. Other third disadvantage is here position of lanthanides and actinides. In Mendeleev periodic table, proper place for position of lanthanides and actinides are not given. Lanthanide and actinides are group of elements having identical properties. Group of element which resembles like lanthanum are called lanthanide, actinum are called actinides, and these group of elements having common property, identical property, therefore must have separate place or common place, and which is not discussed in Mendeleev. After that, faulty atomic weight and random elements are found in that. Later, when new elements are discovered and faulty atomic weight causes, lighter elements or heavier elements are kept before lighter elements. These are called common disadvantage of Mendeleev periodic table. To remove these disadvantages, new periodic table were prepared by Henry Moseley, which is known as modern periodic table. And in short, we discuss about modern periodic table. Modern periodic table. Henry Moseley studied properties of elements and prepared periodic table on the basis of increasing order of atomic number of elements is called modern period. In modern periodic table, when Henry Moseley studied the properties of elements and he found that properties of elements are periodic function to their atomic number, and then prepared periodic table on the basis of increasing order of atomic number. The periodic table is called modern periodic table, and he prepared a law which is known as modern periodic law. In modern periodic law, he states that physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function to their atomic number. It means what? When elements are arranged on increasing order of atomic number after certain interval, the element having common property, identical property follows same. And modern periodic table modified the defect of or remove the defect of Mendeleev periodic table, which is known as advantage of modern periodic. And what are these advantages here? First here, hydrogen is kept in group Ia with alkali metals. Why it is so? The first reason is here, it forms electropositive, or it is electropositive in nature, and therefore behaves like alkali metal. Other we can write here, it is S block elements. Due to that also it is kept in alkali metal. Other, it form compound with halogens like alkali metals, Same like alkali metals, it form compound with halogen, therefore kept in here group 1. Other next disadvantage or modification of Mendeleev periodic in modern periodic table is position of isotopes. And when elements are arranged on increasing order of atomic number, all isotopes are kept at the same place. All isotopes are kept at same place or in same cell of purity. Other advantage here that is here given, proper place for lanthanides and actinides are given. Lanthanide and actinides are F block elements, and here due to that reason these are kept below our periodic table. On the fourth correction we can write modern periodic table is divided into 18 groups and 7 periods. Other 4 blocks S, P, D and F blocks. Other we can write metals and non-metals are at different places, and many more properties are found in it. They are given that here advantage found in it. And here till now it is contradiction about the properties of iron, and here somewhere it is discussed that some disadvantage also found. It is related to position of hydrogen. Hydrogen is non-metal but kept along with it. They are given metal. It show properties of both metal and non-metal. They are given along with hydrogen also it can be kept, and along with halogens in group 7A also we can write here. It show properties like it. We are given that group 7A elements also. Other helium. Helium, when we write electronic configuration, then it is S block. But it is inert gas, therefore it is kept along with noble gases or in group 0. And more about the classification of element we discuss in the next video. Thank you.